BMNR is trending up 4.54%. This is Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025. Underlying trend, bullish one. As of yesterday, the 30th of September, projections were saying 32, okay, beginning from the least, $12.41, 19.97, 32.21, and it jumped to 81.14, 96.97, 106.75. We know the stock has printed an all-time high of, I believe that's an all-time high of 135 dollars. That was as of early July of this year, 2025. So the stock is currently trending, and Ethereum is equally trending as well. So I've been reminded by some of our subscribers, some of the people who are watching the videos of this channel, that I should always refer to Ethereum as well when we're covering a Bitcoin. BMNR. So we'll see whether we can what we can do in that regard. But let's see what's going on.
Bitmine Immersion Technologies, BMNR, is back in the spotlight as Ethereum's rally fuels growing optimism about the company's upside potential. With ETH climbing higher, many investors are treating BMNR as a leveraged play on Ethereum due to its substantial and growing ETH holdings. This has sparked comparisons to MicroStrategy's Bitcoin strategy, with community members pointing to Chairman Tom Lee's vision of aggressively accumulating ETH as a long-term differentiator. Market sentiment is also being shaped by macro headlines, particularly ongoing discussions about a potential U.S. government shutdown. Some traders argue that uncertainty in traditional markets could drive additional interest in alternative assets like crypto, with BMNR positioned to benefit as a corporate proxy for Ethereum exposure. Adding to the buzz is the seasonal optimism around Uptober, a period historically associated with bullish moves in the crypto market. Traders are speculating that Ethereum could continue its climb throughout the month, and BMNR, with its direct ETH exposure, could see outsized gains if momentum continues. Technical analysis is front and center in community discussions, with chart watchers pointing to bullish patterns and eyeing key resistance levels. Predictions of significant price increases are circulating, with some expecting BMNR to break out to new highs if Ethereum maintains its rally. The stock's relatively small float and strong correlation to ETH add to the speculative fervor, with short-term traders watching closely for a potential breakout setup. Meanwhile, long-term investors are focused on the broader narrative: Tom Lee's accumulation strategy, the growing mainstream adoption of crypto by traditional finance, and the possibility of regulatory shifts that could open the door to wider use of Ethereum in products like ETFs and retirement accounts. This dual focus, short-term breakout potential and long-term crypto adoption, has cemented BMNR as one of the most actively debated equities in the crypto-linked stock space. In short, BMNR is trending at the intersection of Ethereum's rally, macro catalysts, and strong community hype. Whether it's Uptober seasonality, Tom Lee's ETH strategy, or broader crypto adoption, the stock has captured market attention as a speculative but potentially high upside Ethereum proxy. Now let's look at the market grid probability analysis for BMNR. Based on the current price of $54.17 and the market grid levels, here's the probability breakdown. Current market position. Price is trading above all resistance levels, with the highest resistance at $52.85. This indicates premium extension beyond the established grid structure. Distance from nearest grid level, plus $1.32 or plus 2.5%. Probability assessment for grid reversion. High probability zones 60 to 75%. At 52.85, 70% probability that is natural profit taking zone. At 52.50, that's a 65% probability in with WTAR forecast alignment. Medium probability zones 40 to 55%. At 52.10, that's 50% probability and there's confluence with SMA1. At 51.70, that's 45% probability and that is near SMA2's support. Lower probability zones, 20 to 35%, at $50 to $50.20. That's a 25 to 30% probability, and this requires momentum failure. At 49.85, that's 20% probability, and that's a deep retracement scenario. Now let's talk about trade setups with probabilities. These trade setups are not recommendations, and if you apply them, you may lose money. Short-term setup, 1 to 5 days. Trade type, mean reversion, short, or profit taking. Entry, current price, $54.51 and $54.50. Target 1, $52.85. That's 70% probability. Target 2, $52.50. That's 65% probability. Stop loss above recent high at $55.20. Risk reward 1 to 2.5. Rationale, PPM means price pressure momentum. SMA means simple moving average. PPM1 showing extreme reading in trend mode, but the second derivative is sharply negative, negative 6.67, indicating momentum exhaustion. PPM2 negative 0.18 with accelerating downward pressure, second derivative negative 4.48. Price extended 13% above SMA 3 at $54.54, unsustainable premium. WTAR forecast at 5250 suggests a natural reversion point. Probability of success 65 to 70%. Long-term setup 2 to 8 weeks. Trade type trend continuation long. Entry zones staged. Zone 1 5250 to 5285, 50% position, 65% fill probability. Zone 2, 5150 to 5210, 30% position, 50% fill probability. Zone 3, $50.60 to $50.100, 20% position, 30% fill probability. Targets, target 1, $58 plus 12%, that's 55% probability. Target 2, $64 plus 22%, that's 40% probability. Target 3, $71.77, that's 25% probability. Stop loss below $49.50. Rationale, PPM 200 strongly positive with 1.38 with both derivatives positive, confirms uptrend structure intact. SMA 4, $47.81, provides major support with plus 13% cushion from current price. 200-day trend is in confirmed trend mode and accelerating. Recent plus 5.49% move shows institutional accumulation. Long-term targets, $71.77 to $86.94, suggests significant upside runway. Probability of reaching target 1, 55%. Overall setup success rate, 60%. Key risk factors. Extreme PPM1 suggests short-term vulnerability regardless of long-term strength. Volume spike 393K needs confirmation, could be climactic. Grid extension means no nearby support. First support is negative 2.4% away. Optimal strategy, take short-term profits into grid resistance, then re-enter on pullback to 5150 to 5250 zone for long-term position.
Okay, so let's quickly have a look at Ethereum. Okay, so the extrapolation here is saying, yeah, it's expected to remain strong going all the way towards Sunday, the 5th of October. Projections are saying 4213, 4307, 4365 currently. Yeah, WTAR, let's see what we have. Do we have anything for that? It says 4248. So that's a possible reversion mean. Yeah, possible mean reversion point 4248. Yeah. So just have a look and see what you make of Ethereum. and BMNR. And thank you very much for watching this video.